Island Scott Young. Highland. I don't think I have the votes to get him out. You'll never have him. Especially if I'm gone. Especially if you keep Chatter. Especially if you think I was going to keep him. And especially if Derek thinks he needs him around. You'll never get him gone.
Go to work.
Who's supposed to beat him next week? Derek. If Derek can't vote him out this week, he definitely can't nominate him. If Derek can't nominate him, if Asa can't nominate him, Chatter can't nominate him neither.
Pull her off. Pull her.
If I go next to you, I'm still leaving next week in both scenarios.
Fine, then just sit next to me next week.
I'm still leaving.
You're not. You're going to win the power of veto.
Not 2 times in a row.
Fucking veto king. Derek did it. This microphone.
That was intense.
This is intense. You are driving me insane.
I know.
You are such a thinker, and then you say to me, I don't have the votes to get him out. It's going to be less people. You will never have the votes to get him out. You think you're safe next week?
I'm
In
never
here
safe.
with them?
I'm never safe.
Let me keep you safe.
With 40 minutes?
You know why that?
I'm the closest.
Everybody timed out. Big D definitely timed out. I was timed out. Everybody timed out. I am not the only one.
Yes.
Oh. You have to know because I have. Chatter.
Yeah.
I could beat Asa. I could have beat all of them yesterday. Yesterday does not count. I want to take that off of my resume.
All right, take it off.
It's like going to work hungover and being not productive.
No,
There was a lot.
I get you.
God had to humble me, okay? That was between me and God. That had nothing to do with Big Brother.
I remember. Is this Claire's?
Yes.
Nice.
And I
It's so
hope
weird
I
how
don't
it's
look
on
like
her.
her about to walk out this damn door. So if this is reminding you of Claire leaving, let me take it off right now. Give me that sheet to put on so I can have on the toga.
No, I was just thinking about. I was like, oh yeah, and her was so much higher.
Yeah, there's a full sweater on me.
Yes.
Highlands.
Yes. Tippy toes.
Send him home.
It is. I don't.
If it was him right now, I don't care how bad he want me out this house. I would not be his target, and I don't care. I know you think that. That's an emotional decision. This is a freaking game, and we so close. He ain't keeping you in this house. You can keep him if you want to.
No,
He don't look you dead in your eye and be like, brother, this is not personal.
Yeah.
This is a game move. You're my biggest competitor in this house. You stand in the way of me making and cashing that $750,000 check. You're a tough competitor. I would have loved to have you here and compete against you, but I can't. You sent your only ally, your toughest competitor that you had on your side, home last week. Congratulations, and I'm glad you did that. That made it easier for me to put you on the block this week because now you have no votes. All 3 of these people, or maybe the last 2, will definitely vote to evict you because they're all working with me to help further my game to help me get to 750, and I am about to mop the floor with the rest of them. So you out of the way just ensures I have nobody to come in at 11 minutes time in the BB Comics or any other time. I will beat them all. Thank you. Tell them in jury to vote for me, And I hope that you, Tiff, and SB can have a nice relationship when y'all leave here.
You know who won 5th? In 21? Who won the 5th?
Who won?
I'm told.
Do I know who won in 5th? His name was Kylan.
Yes, sir.
All right, did you want to talk tonight or no?
Yes, come in.
Oh. No, I'm good. Thank you.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sorry. I thought you went and got him.
No, in 21, who was the 5th HOH at 5? It was the HOH at 5?
Oh, no.
Cliff. It was the HOH at 4 and 20. JC.
Okay.
To presume.
Who was there? Who was there? At 21.
At 21, Mickey, Holly, Tommy. 3 people that definitely could have beat Cliff in most games.
Okay.
Plus Nicole, hey.
Bro, why are you
No, she was set
Cliff
too.
1 and 5.
And then
Cliff 1.
JC was against Angela, Casey, and Tyler.
All the more proof that I can win the number 5.
No, it's just as much proof that Big D, Ozza, Chada, anyone can win. That's the
and
point.
they're going to do what he wants them to
No,
do.
so what I'm saying with that is that
Then they will send me
there
home.
are
Then they will send me home.
variables.
Then they will send me home.
Get Chada out.
They will send me home.
I think that
If they're willing to send me home this week, and you kept them safe this week, and you sent me, well, hold on, pause. Let me think about that. Let me get my argument together.
you're fine.
If you kept them safe and they're still in this house, whether you end up on the block or not, I go home.
I feel bad about how I spoke to Derek. Let me tell him good night, and I'll be right back.
Okay?
Pardon me. Okay. Hey, I just wanted to say good night. I apologize. It's a hard situation right now.
I get that. I was like, I just told X, I'm like, he talked to everyone tonight but me, so I was like, fuck it.
Colin is not about to stress me out. But I'm going to bring it down because remember, it's my tone. So, my tone must be soft enough and low enough and sweet enough to convey the message I'm trying to convey with conviction, still factual information, but not aggressive and too assertive or dominant. But I mean everything I say. I don't care how softly I'm saying it. You will send me home, but not Xavier. You gonna send little baby Chada home, but not Xavier, because you don't have the votes to get him out of here. And you're about to send home a person who will vote to get him out of here. That makes sense to y'all? Kind of want to have Superman versus Batman in this house. He want to have a whole Marvel movie go down between him and Xavier. Not when $750,000 from mine, and it can be mine. Just come on, God. The drama.
I realize why you have trouble understanding me. Do you know I went to go talk to Derek?
Mm-hmm. And what happened?
Do you know why I went to go talk to
Yes,
Derek?
because your tone to him was displeasing. You didn't want to hurt his feelings. You didn't want him to go to sleep confused about why you shut him out like that. You wanted to fix it before the morning because it was not really necessary for you to close him out like that. And it only takes a few seconds to go downstairs and have effective communication and say, I didn't mean to shut you out. Just want to tell you good night.
But why would I do that?
Because you care about him and you want him to know that you understand his feelings and how he feels, because that's your friend.
Yeah. And that's just the same reason you have your conversations with people.
I know.
And like, I'm not saying that that's the way that people, I'm not saying that doesn't, expose like, vulnerability to me in the game. But there's always, there's always going to be things I just care about more. And it's like, and then so, but that's compartmentalized. So like, when you are talking about the game and the perspective and what happens moving forward, I'm compartmentalizing each one of my emotions on any of the people that I'm looking in the house, and then looking at scenarios given the variables of the game itself, which is the hardest thing for any of us to control. We don't know what competitions are going to be. We don't know who can win. All we can look at is what has happened.
Okay, fine. Put him on the block next to me.
And what can happen.
Put him on the block next to me.
I hear what you're saying. That is
fine. If the house finds that I'm a bigger threat to get out of this game than Xavier, then I deserve to go.
But then that would, let's say, like I said, that I don't go next week after you. If I do that, I will.
If you don't have the votes to get him out this week, you will never have the votes.
Then I'll never have the votes.
That's fine.
I think. From my conversations, the best scenario for you and I to move forward together is leaving Nam the same and convincing Derek to keep you. And I know that you see it differently, but I have not had conversations that allow me to feel confident to see it that way, or there's other ways. I know that moving Derek is difficult, and that's not something that makes me feel good, both in terms of being able to flip and in terms of how the nominations and then potentially keeping the nominations the same makes either of you feel, especially you. I'm just trying to operate with what I see as best as I can.
How do you see you getting to the end of this?
I see that next week, I don't think well, first off, I think that flipping Derek changes the game entirely. With you here, I think that whatever, given the last last 2 weeks of competitions in terms of HOH veto, I think that there's better odds of a competition favoring Chada or you over Xavier. Don't have any way to verify that. It just is the closest thing to the hypothesis I can guess.